Hello, my name is Karina, and I will be going over the second half of Chapter 11. This includes persuasive techniques in contemporary advertising, commercial speech and regulating advertising, and also advertising, politics, and democracy. To begin, I'll go with my overview of my half of Chapter 11. My half of Chapter 11 begins with the 6 different conventional persuasive strategies and explains how these strategies are used in advertisements to get consumers to buy a company's product. These 6 strategies include famous person testimony, plain folks pitch, snob appeal approach, bandwagon effect, hidden fear appeal, and irritation advertising. After the 6 strategies, the chapter goes on to explain the association principle that is used to promote a product with a positive cultural value. Then, myth analysis and product placement are further explained, which leads to the regulation of advertisements, which explains how even though advertisements are regulated by the Federal Trade Commission, who protects consumers, advertising can be harmful to children and teens, and even adults, with the ads for pharmaceuticals, tobacco, alcohol, and these ads can affect someone's self-image depending on who they use to promote their product. Advertising can affect not only the public's health, but politics and how the public sees their candidates. My real-world application has to do with tobacco companies targeting teens and young adults. With tobacco companies targeting different audiences and being harmful to teens, one company who did this recently was Juul, the electric cigarette company. The U.S. Drug and Food Administration had banned Juul from selling fruity flavors such as mango, cream, and cucumber because it was said that these appeal more to teens. The most interesting thing to me in this chapter was the amount of subliminal manipulation and deception in advertisements used to sell products. The textbook used 2 examples, one being a 1990 Volvo commercial, where a monster truck driving over a group of cars crushes all except the Volvo, and the other was a statement from Klondike Light Ice Cream Bar stating, "The 93% fat-free dessert with the chocolate-flavored coating." Volvo later admitted that the Volvo car was reinforced while all the other cars were weakened, and the Klondike's ice cream was 93% fat-free before the chocolate flavor coating. Luckily for consumers, if the Federal Trade Commission discovers an ad to be deceptive, they will either charge civil penalties, make them change it, or remove the advertisement completely. The reason that I found this the most interesting was mostly because of the Klondike ice cream. I knew that a lot of commercials bend the truth and were very deceptive with the way that they create the commercials, such as using mashed potatoes for ice cream. But the Klondike statement was the 93% fat-free dessert with the chocolate coating. When you hear that, you automatically think, oh, it's 93% fat-free altogether, until you break the sentence down and realize exactly what they're saying is it's 93% fat-free without the chocolate flavor coating. And I think it's crazy how this is an everyday thing that people just kind of it goes over people's heads. Next was my key term, which is myth analysis. The book's definition is a strategy for critiquing advertising that provides insights into how ads work on a cultural level. According to this strategy, ads are narratives with stories to tell and social conflicts to resolve. In my words, myth analysis are commercials or advertisements that tell a story that aren't exactly nonfiction, but they could be true, and they use this story to promote how their product can help or how their product can do a specific thing and make you look like the hero in the end. And lastly, my questions. Number 1, when watching your favorite shows or movies, have you ever noticed a subtle product placement when watching them? I think the most memorable product placements that I have seen in one of my favorite movies has to be in Back to the Future. There was a lot of Pepsi references, and I think there was even a Pizza Hut reference. And most of the time they blow over your head and you don't even realize it, but every once in a while I'll notice it and I'll just make a note in my head. Number 2, are 30-second television commercials a good campaign strategy for political campaigns? And do viewers receive enough information from these commercials? I think 30-second television commercials are good to get your name out there, but not exactly something to rely on, because nobody knows what you're fighting for, nobody knows your standpoint on any issues, and all they see is you backing someone else, your component. And I don't believe that viewers get enough information from these commercials at all, especially with the recent elections. A lot of the Democrats were going after the Republicans and vice versa. And I think these commercials need to be used for more of a informational hub for people, for voters. So that is the end of my presentation. Thank you.